top hat properly. The scene is set. To all of my viewers, welcome again to another episode of New Serum Vampire the Masquerade, the YouTube experiment. I'm your host, Guthrie Prentice. Tonight I'm taking on the role of my vampire character, Joseph Zwinge, a Toreador protector of the Masquerade, magician, statistician, and skeptic debunker. With me tonight are David, who is playing. Let me grab his character up. Who's playing Stephen Blankenship, of Kyle Malkavian, and Amit Chan, who is playing Aiden, some kindred who I don't know. The scene begins as Joseph is walking down the street in the night air, trying to get his bearings because of the fact that he's just trying to figure out where in the city he is right now, because of the fact that that secret location where the retainers took him to after he fell into torpor a couple of weeks ago. And the scene begins. As he's walking down, this is kind of your guy. As he's walking down the street, he's just kind of twirling. Actually, let me pull it out of the bag here so this way I can actually show the props. Come on, where are you? Dang it, of all the times to have to lose my magic wand, now is not the time I was planning for. Sorry about this, guys. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Come on, which one of you guys? Damn it, I thought this bag was going to be easier to look at the stuff in. Oh, for Pete's sake. Alright, I'll just take shit out and locate it that way. Okay, where are we? Where are we? There it is. Right, so, sorry, as I said, Joseph is just walking down the street, casually twirling a magic wand in his hand, just look, casually twirling it, occasionally putting it back in his cloak, just looking for stuff to do. And, and he happens to run into whichever one of you he happens to run into. Now it's your guys' turn.
Stephen, after a interesting night so far from Club Gothic, is just kind of perusing the streets on his way down to the Bear to talk with Vasily Yaroslevich. I always mess that up. Dressed in the overcoat and those Russian hats that all those that are famous over in Russia, those husky Siberian hats. Yep. And he just happens to see you peddling your way, doing your tricks and whatnot. We'll say, although it's technically been neutral ground, the last couple of days it actually has been rather spirited as far as action and stuff goes. Is it Washington Park or Jefferson Park? One of those parks. You'll kind of see a guy in a top hat, and he'll do a quick heightened senses roll at a difficulty of -1, so that'll be he's got an acute sense, so if you'll bring it up here, it'll be a difficulty 5. So nothing really looks out of place about you. So the problem is with the tips that he's had about street magicians lately, he's still kind of wary about people peddling their tricks on the street.
Right.
Whatnot.
So do you approach?
Keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you approach him? In the process of this, as he's twirling his wand, he happens to see. I'm actually gonna roll a perception alertness now. I'm gonna roll perception alertness, and I'm not gonna use my specialty on this one, especially considering he's minus a couple of dice right now. So let's see, perception 4. Take off the 2 dice for alertness. So yeah, that'll be rounded down to 4. So 4 dice. I'll just say standard difficulty for this because it's not like he's trying to look at any particular details or anything. And standard difficulty, yeah, he has 2 successes. And as he's just casually looking around, he spots as he's waving his wand and doing a couple of odds and ends, he happens to spot Stephen. Joseph spots Stephen across the way, and happens to say to him, "Oh hey, a potentially interested volunteer. can I show you something kind of cool? Just since he's it's like, oh, you must be an interested fan. You must be a fan of magic. Here, I'll show you something kind of cool. And now I'm going to have to roll the. I'm doing the rolls before I do the trick, because if I do the trick normally, it will actually look good and it will probably not reflect the dice rolls. So we are now going at 3 dice. This is dexterity performance.
And while you're rolling your dice, certainly, comrade. I always enjoy a good trick.
All right. So anyway, so what happens is that again he rolls. I'm going to say this is difficulty, again, I'm going to say this is about standard difficulty, maybe difficulty 5, just because of the fact that, again, he's done this trick for years. But, again, because he's mold, it's kind of offsetting, so that'll keep it about on average. And, no, he gets it. There's 2 successes there, so this is easy enough. I'm just going to flip the screen down so you guys can see what I'm up to. So, yeah, basically, you see the following. You see him doing his hand, and he just goes and pulls a card out, and he goes, oh, darn it, it's blank. I wonder what I should do. Oh wait, I know. I can print my own business cards. I'll just sorry, just move it down a little bit more so you can see it. I'll just stick it in my hand and pull it around here. Oh dang, it's still blank. Let's try this again. Put it around, still blank. Oh wait, I know. I forgot to turn on the printer in my hand. Turn it on, snap, and lo and behold, and you see that his business card, as he flashes it to you afterwards, reads Joseph Zwinge, magician and mentalist extraordinaire. Now at this point, the rep thing should, if you have heard of my character, at that point your the name should kick into mind for you.
He'll kind of adjust his glasses and for a second, and he turns on the heightened senses just to confirm that it's Joseph Zwinge.
Yeah.
Pardon, sir. He mutters something under his breath. Ah, yes. The man whose help talks too much. I remember you. Yes, I've heard of you.
Helps talk too much. Oh, wait. You must have been one of the people my ghoul inadvertently offended. I'm going to have to punish him on that particular point.
I think his name was Bob. Bob.
Yeah, that's him. Oh, sorry. Correction. Retcon that. Joseph knows enough, especially with his thing about the Masquerade, that when he says ghoul, he means assistant. When I said ghoul,
actually, I am going to roll for that. I'm sorry, you already said ghoul, so I was going to roll for. Did I hear that or not? So you do let me, or
we'll go with that. Sorry, I meant to say assistant, but I accidentally got my words crossed. Forget it. It's all right. Go ahead and roll for it anyway. We'll keep it as canon.
3 successes.
Yeah, you heard that.
Okay.
Now the thing is, again, I was actually now just to clarify, I'm assuming that under the impression that because of my perception, etc., I would have checked to see whether or not anyone else was around except for you guys, and it looked like the streets were mostly deserted. So that's why I did this assumption. If I missed it due to my perception roll,
Aiden will. There's a man, which is not doing like he's not interested in what you guys talking. With 5 successes, he's not interested. If you want to roll perception, empathy, or alertness,
okay, roll perception alertness again at 4 dice because of the -2. Is it standard difficulty for this?
Yeah, but you didn't get it. You have 6 successes.
All right, no, I only got 2, so I don't even notice anything. I don't think.
Yeah.
All right, never mind then. But yeah, no. And then of course, actually, you know what? Because of the fact that I did roll perception alertness, my character looks around. But just to be on the safe side, just in case anybody's there, he says, "I'm sorry, I meant assistant."
General, whatever you call them back in your country, we call them help, or he'll mutter something in Russian, the Russian equivalent.
My character wouldn't understand it. Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, I meant assistant. Okay. But yes, I remember. Yes, I remember your. I remember. The one who talked like, oh yes. Actually, no, my character wouldn't have. I don't know if the retainers would have given a description of you. But anyway, I suppose introductions are in order. As you've seen my card, I am Mr. Zwinge. I am Joseph. And you are?
Yulian Nikitovich Dragunov, at your service.
Ah. Oh yes. I think yes. My assistant spoke of you. Здравствуйте.
We go by many names in our profession, do we not?
Indeed, we do. I wanted to actually now that I remember, if you're the one my assistant referred to, my thanks for helping on this particular issue. In light of the most recent news reports, I am severely concerned about the potential consequences of this issue.
Well, sometimes the breaches have to be patched up. It's all in the best interest of the intelligence industry. Back from the old days. I served back in the old days as some habits die hard and some habits must be maintained.
Ah, you did. Oh, you were KGB.
That's what some people called it. Some
NKVD then, or was it? Were you with the NKVD, the predecessor?
Call it what you will. I simply call it intelligence.
Fair enough. No, no. It's. I remember the communist. I remember the days of the last days of the communist regimes. I believe it was actually just on the eve of. It may have been only like 3 or 4 days before Ceausescu was overthrown in Romania that I was actually embraced.
Whatever you might call them, I still believe in glasnost and perestroika. He'll pull up matched pistols.
Yeah. My character nods and says, "I fully understand. I fully understand."
Now, Gorbachev himself was a fool, but the idea lives on.
Yes. But yes.
Excuse me. You said embraced. Yes, all comrades of the Union must be embraced, and he'll hug you.
Yes,
Shut
exactly.
up, you idiot.
I thought we were in
a Russian accent.
Yeah, and I said, I thought, and my response was, I thought that we were in the clear here.
You
I
never
didn't
know.
see around.
Well, here's the thing. You don't take any chances in a city like this. It's full of loose lips, and they can sink ships.
Things were so much easier back in the Charleston.
I will only say one thing. Have you met the law enforcement in this city?
No, I haven't.
Don't. He's crazier than a payday bar.
Got it. And then of course in response, my character says, you know, I've always been a supporter of long live the revolution. And after all, you know, the only thing about some of the proletariat is that they must be made to act like the low level my character says some of these people have the mentality of ghouls. I mean, you know, like they are soulless husks who are so easy to be influenced by hypnotism. It's the reason why my assistants were so easily useful.
Sometimes they do act like lifeless imbeciles, but they have their place at the same time.
Yes. Out of character, Aiden, did my little addressing by using hypnotism and reference to the revolution, I believe, cover up my own breach?
No, I know that you are, you know, vampire because Embrace and the Ghoul make like that, but I also believe that you're Anarch sympathizer by you saying, like, I always, like I believe that you're Anarch or Anarch sympathizer. Or maybe independent, I don't know.
Oh.
I'm just thinking,
well, like I said,
it's not actually breach, only I hear that. There is no one around, only me. I am just looking at the cameras right now. I was looking for the cameras.
Okay. Well, here's the funny bit. And of course, now this is where it comes back into scene. My character now says, again, I'm not trying to metagame this. I'm just simply going with the flow. It's like, and the thing. Well, that's the thing. Of course, is though. Well, of course, that's the thing. That's of course the thing, though. That's the thing, of course, though. My comrade. See, the thing is that too often it is the fact that that those who would cloud our minds from reason, etc., completely suppress completely oppress the others by claiming things that are not true. Which is why I, Joseph Zwinge, I'm always set out to expose the fraudsters and those who would oppress. Now, here's the thing. At this point, your character, Aiden, and this is out of character, your character should automatically know who my character is because the name Joseph Zwinge has a rep in the Camarilla.
Okay.
You would automatically know that my character is one of the biggest specialists in covering up breaches of the Masquerade.
Okay.
His obsessive protection of the first tradition has been that basically he is basically he has had princes for years backing him, and he is a staunch Camarilla.
Okay.
So yeah, so the moment I mention that automatically means that you know the rep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not everybody can live high up in an ivory tower. It would be nice, but not everybody can.
No, I understand that. I'm just simply believing that in the process of this, that we provide the information and the tools that the others can figure out the rational explanations. Note that he stresses rational, and under his cloak, roll perception for me, heightened senses.
Okay, I either get -1 difficulty or I get.
You get the -1 difficulty.
I also have acute sense of sight. Does that count here?
Do both, and you'll get a -2 difficulty on this.
Okay, -2, that'll be a 4.
Yes. Now the thing, of course, is though, Aiden, roll a perception alertness for me as well.
7 successes.
Okay, no, you will both have seen this, and of course the thing is that both of you will spot the fact that my character has his arms underneath his cloak, but when he says the word rational, he slightly brings out his fingers and does kind of a concealed quotation marks. And that's a little signal that he gives to other people. That when he says rational, that basically means that when he uses the quotation marks of rational, that basically means rational as far as the kind understand it.
Yeah, I got 2.
Yeah,
total.
you would. Well, the thing is, you're really close, so you would have spotted it, and Aiden would definitely have spotted it.
Okay.
So again, my concern right now was not the issue of the cover, but the issue of a potential breach. That's why, But anyway, we'll worry about that later. So yeah, my character says, so yes, thank you for helping me with, but thank you for helping me and my assistants with our investigation of this particular ne'er-do-well street magician, who seems to be, I don't say associated with, but who seems to have a lot of untoward things happen around him.
Yeah, definitely. We can't confirm the name as of yet, but he does walk around as...
Well, I was going to say, if you have a general idea of where and when he generally performs, like if you guys have had any if you had any information on that, any information I had would be any information you had for helping me with my exposure of this particular magician's and again, everyone roll perception alertness again. Sorry. Again, this is the quotation mark. This is the concealed quotation marks again.
Difficulty?
Difficulty standard. Basically, the thing is, a kind will not be able to pass this because of the concealment, but you guys automatically will. Both of you will.
5.
I won't. I don't have successes.
Oh, you don't? No, you don't? No, I saw a 10 in there. I saw a 10 in there, Aiden.
And there's 2, 1.
Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. Well, let's just say that my character does this, and you will not understanding. Which again, my character does the quotation marks again underneath his cloak, as he says the word fraudulent, and says, "Thanks for helping me with exposing this particular magician's fraudulent techniques. If at any information that you might have that would help me in my debunk would be very useful, and I would be considering the possibility that I might be how shall we say, owe you a favor? And he wriggles his eyebrow a little bit to try to imply something,
I don't think he needs any help exposing himself. I think he needs help keeping it closed.
Well, no, when I say exposing himself, I mean I want to get.
in the
No,
open.
when I say exposing his fraudulent techniques, I mean I want to get clear videotape of him. I want to get clear videotape of him, and expose.
I get my son to work on.
Pardon? Sorry, wait, what was that?
At any rate,
Well, yeah, my character says, I wish to catch him in the act, so that this way I can expose how his tricks are done. Everyone roll me perception alertness again. You see, every time he's using quotation marks underneath his cloak, this is his method of revealing that he is doing damage control while actually getting evidence for.
Well, at any rate, I have an appointment with Comrade Vasily, and I do have to extricate. It's been a pleasure, Mr.
At this point, I will say, though, that when my character says expose how his tricks are done, both of you will know something about his rep. One of the other key aspects about Joseph is that he is the only person who has actually videotaped breaches of the Masquerade. And the reason he has done so is that he has always done it as evidence to expose breachers in front of the prince of the city, as evidence at their trial. And then the evidence is promptly deleted afterwards.
I do apologize. I really do have to go. Thanks for the scene.
All right, well, anyway, so yeah, bye. Well, anyway, so I guess so as Stephen walks off, the scene ends, I guess, unless Aiden has something he's doing.
Aiden will go in a building.
Okay.
And he will come out with a suitcase, and he will leave.
Oh. Okay, and the scene ends.